Welcome to Kicking It with Chicken. I'm your host, Firechicken. Hey, we're starting a little bit early, and I just couldn't wait any longer. So, yeah, I see there's already people sitting here waiting for this thing to start. So, what do you guys think? Start this thing off? You guys got any questions for me right off the bat? It's been a little while since I've been on here. I actually just got back from a little trip. So, what's up, OFA? Kickboxing, nice. I like the name change. So it's actually been a little bit because I went on a little trip. Just got back, and I don't know have any of you guys ever been out to Forks, Washington? So Forks, Washington is Twilight Central. They made these movies back in like the 2000s. Twilight. I see Achilles, Isaiah, Overtime Hustlin', Kevin from IT, Big Chief, Monkey, JB. Got a bunch of you in here. Anyway, their whole like area is riding off the success of these movies back in like I don't know, like 15 years ago. But what's really cool is it's out away from everything, and they actually have a Sasquatch store out there. If you're ever out in Forks, check it out. It is, I can't remember the name of it right now. Crap. Sasquatch the Legend.com. Let me check. I really want to know because I can send you guys the link. Maybe it's big. I actually made a post about it. I don't know if I made it in the Scrapyard group or if I made it on my personal Facebook, but I pretty much went through the whole store and showed how like everything in there is just anything you possibly think of Sasquatch. I'm talking like kites, mirrors. It's completely crazy. But what's cool about it is like if there's anything you want, you can just go on their website and order it, and if it's over $35, it's free shipping. So I'm trying to pull it up right now. It was pretty crazy. I might have shared it in the Facebook group, so hold on. Oh, let's see. I just want to share it with you guys because I was just completely blown away with this place. And I think everybody should get a chance to check it out. Okay, so I'm thinking it's in the Facebook group, so I'm going to go check that out really quick. I'm hoping that all of you that are in here are in the Facebook group. I don't see why you wouldn't be. Let me see. How do I look in here? I'm not used to doing this on my desktop. I'm used to doing this, let's see, on my phone. Okay. Man, come on. Why is it this hard to find? You know what? I actually took some pictures of it with my phone. Sorry, I'm neglecting you guys. Terrifier. Oh, hey, Terrifier. We'll get to that. Gosh, what's up? What's up, Josiah? I went out to the rainforest. I went out to the whole rainforest, and there was like 7 inches of snow out there. I went on a nice little hike. It was 30%. Shit. I love the troll comments, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them rolling. All right. I found it. I took a bunch of pictures. So it's SasquatchTheLegend.com. I don't know why I didn't just type that in. If it works, I'm going to share the link with you. Oh, it worked. Okay, guys. I'm going to post the link on this. You got to check it out. They got like all their stuff listed, or a bunch of their stuff listed here online. And get this. If you ever want to surprise Firechicken, all you got to do is go here and order me some Sasquatch stuff. Okay, so I think we got our first question here. This one is from OFA Kickboxing. 2 questions. How do you make the belts, or where do you get them? And do you know when Blackie Chan is fighting next, or did he quit? Okay, so our belts are from I found online. Basically, I just go there and I custom make the belts up with our logos and everything on them. Pay for them, they ship them to me. I don't really want to give out like who I go through, because if I do that, then I get like everybody wanting to that's the thing. Like, if you've got something that a lot of people like think is really cool, they'll try to copy it, and then it's not special to you anymore, because now it's like, I had somebody that wanted to know, like, they were dead set, like, where do you get your belts from? Where do you get your belts from? I finally told the person, I was like, I'll tell you. But it's kind of lame when like you look and these really cool belts that you had, or just it can be anything. But something that you come up with, and then somebody else grabs it and just makes it their own. It's not really special anymore. Check out that link that I just put on there. As far as the Blackie Chan comment goes, I don't know. I wish I was more. I wish I paid a little bit more attention to what goes on in the OG branches Streetbeefs, but I am so invested and busy with the scrapyard. Um, it's really hard for me to pay attention to everything that goes on. All right. Any other questions? Let's see. Let's see. Love the street beefs. Hope you had a good Christmas and have a safe New Year. Thank you, Jason. Actually, my wife got me this beanie for Christmas. What's up, Supernova? Disturbing the Pieces DTP. All right. So I do have a couple questions that I'll answer that were posted in the Facebook group. I'll do those right now, because I actually have like a whole list of other things that I'm going to go through, and I'll get to those. But while I'm going through these, you guys can come up with some questions that you got for Firechicken, or do you believe in Sasquatch? So I really didn't used to believe in Sasquatch before this whole scrapyard thing started. It doesn't even have anything to do with the scrapyard. But when I started to kind of research like how much like territory is up north in Canada and in Washington State that just doesn't get any traffic, it's not completely out of the realm of being possible that something like that could exist. I know that there has been something, I don't know the name of it, but it existed at one point in history. But you never know. There could be a few of them left. Oh, skinwalkers! Jeez, don't do that to me, Gash. You're gonna curse me. Oh shoot, Terrifier, you're hilarious. What's up? Jake Williams in the house. Brick House in the house. Okay, sorry, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I actually had somebody post in our Facebook group, does anybody actually fight? Or what is it? What did they say? It was, how did they, so it's Kyle, who actually knows how to fight on here? Just curious. So that's kind of a question that like anybody that's done a fight could say, I know how to fight, but it all depends on everybody's interpretation of what that means. Like, does that mean that you have been in a fight? Does it mean that you're professionally trained? I assume when somebody says, do you know how to fight? It means that you've been trained proper technique on how to fight, not just like you went out and did a bunch of fights. And I mean, you can do that. You learn as you go, but the best way is to actually get professional training. Okay. Do you believe Fairplay is the best fighter in Streetbeefs currently? I can't say that because that's like, because I think that he's definitely. So for one, I don't know of everybody that's competing right now. I would literally have to go watch hundreds of fights and tell you like that person, that person, that person. And then you got to look at it like boxing. You know, you got like Showtime. It's hard to say. You got different weight classes. I would say that he's probably at the top level. I can't for sure say that he is the best Streetbeefs fighter currently, but he is up there. Okay, I'm getting there, guys. Okay, some of the questions. Do you have a rough idea of what the weather will be like? Will there be a bonfire? Can we bring marshmallows and hot dogs? That's Kevin from IT. I have no idea what the weather's going to be like. I mean, come on, Kevin. It's like what? It's like 20 over. It's like 22 days away. I don't even think meteorologists can predict the weather that far ahead of time. But it's either going to be really cold, really rainy, or we're going to have snow. See, I can predict the weather, I guess. So, okay, we just have to prepare for it. We'll know roughly within probably, I'd say like 5 days, we'll kind of know what we're going to be getting into. And we could set up some tents and stuff if we know that it's going to rain. If we know that it's going to snow, we're just going to have to set up something similar. And I'm probably going to have to do something to melt the snow in the cage. Everything should go just as planned as normal. So I'm not really concerned about it. If somebody wants to build a fire, bring out kindling and do that. I mean, you guys can do that. I have a fire pit. I will have a propane fire pit if I buy propane. I actually burned up both the propane tanks at between the last two events. So I need more propane, but I'm not going to allow people to roast marshmallows over those because they get stuck in there, ruin it and all that. So, but if you guys want to build a fire and not get burned, maybe you guys can do that. Let's see. How many fights are lined up for the 22nd? Oh, geez. Okay, that's from Kevin from IT again. I've got a few lined up. For one, Golden Arms is coming up from the West Coast group, and I've actually ran it by a few people. But I there's three people that will fight him. I don't necessarily know who's going to get him. It depends on if the one guy shows up. So I'm considering giving it to the Canadian because I feel like those guys would be the closest in experience. They kind of have some history back and forth a little bit. So I think that would probably go good. If anybody can shoot the Canadian a message and tell him to come on to this live chat, maybe he can make a case why he wants to do that match. I brought it up to Jay Gotham, but Jay Gotham wants to do an MMA fight, which is great as long as I can find an MMA fighter, 205 MMA for him. What's up, Turtle? Turpin Turtle? Let's see. Sirius, what's up? Was there a beef fight in the scrapyard that ended on a good note? Yeah, I guess there was. Okay, so let's talk about the beef fight between Viking Warrior and Scotty Showtime. So those guys kind of had a problem with each other, I guess. Maybe it was just a competitive thing. I don't know, but they fought it out in MMA and it was a really good match. Now, what's become of that since that fight? Well, Scotty actually showed up to TFW where Viking Warrior trains, and Scotty is training there now. I don't know how many times he's trained there. I know he's trained there a couple times. That is positive to me. It's positive because I think that it helps Scotty out in realizing that, you know, there's training out there that you can get that's going to make you a better fighter. Both these guys swallowed their pride. You know, they work out together now. I love it. That's what this thing's all about. So I would say that that's ended on a positive note. Let's see. Ooh, oh man, Josiah. Okay, I know who that is now. Hey, Josiah, you got to change your name to Little Kit. And if you and the Terrifier wanna run that eventually, but Terrifier's actually booked for this next event. And I think I got you against. Do I got you against Sweet Tea? Little Kit versus Sweet Tea. Yeah, I think I talked to you about that. So I think you guys are gonna run it. But what'd Scorpio say? Sorry, Scorpio. I didn't mean to not say hi to you. Jay got him can spit fire so he can melt the snow. Dude, that guys, I wish he was on here. Jay, man, Jay's hilarious. He's actually going to be on our podcast coming up, our 12 episode podcast. Really excited about this. Look, I'll try to give you guys as much information as I can about it, but it's going to be with Heart in the Fight. They're going to be putting it on their channel, and they'll be structuring the whole thing, but it's going to be me, Jay Gotham, the hosts of Heart and Fight, Viking Warrior, and the Canadian. We're all going to be going back and forth, and what we're trying to kind of narrow down the whole premise of the show and everything. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to talk a lot about what the Scrapyard is, how it got formed, what's changed since we started it. We're going to talk about some stories that have happened in the Scrapyard. We're going to dig into the history of some of the Scrapyard fighters, like our hosts that I mentioned, me, Jay, Viking War, all those guys. And we're going to have guests on the show that have been, look, nobody is for sure on this show yet, guys. The only ones that are for sure on the show are the hosts. I'm going to get with all the other guys, and we're going to make up a list of all the fighters, all the fighters in the Scrapyard. Or I shouldn't necessarily even say fighters, just people that have been with the Scrapyard for quite a while, that have contributed their time, maybe fought, whatever. But these are the people that we're going to try to focus on as far as going into their history and everything. And nothing against anybody that just got in it, but we want to kind of pay like our respects and everything to these people that kind of built the Scrapyard. If you fought especially if you fought in the cage before it was a cage, but it was just a ring. That's humble beginnings. That's when we first started out, and we've had a number of people come out and build it up to what it is now. I mean, it's just crazy to think about how much our branch has grown in the last year. I mean, look at our cage started back in January of this year. And just look at the amount of views that our videos are getting and the improvements that we've made. It's crazy. We got household names, out of the Scrapyard now. People know you guys. Like, you go to grocery stores and stuff, people know who you are. It's just crazy to think about. I mean, imagine in a couple years. But I'm pretty happy with where it is now. There's not like a lot of improvements that I think we have to make as far as what's up, Lone Wolf? Let's see. Okay, I've been sleeping on you guys, so hold on. You already pulled out a fight with me. Terrifier. That with the little kit thing, you got, listen, it's not like he pulled out for just because he didn't show up. Look, he got a hold of me ahead of time, said he was sick, and believe me, I had the same thing. I'm not even going to say it in here because I don't want to get like permabanned on YouTube for saying the C word. But I mean, I don't think anybody would just make that up. So, what's up, Turtle, Lone Wolf, Surtees? Have you thought about other types of fighting in the scrapyard between MMA and boxing? We do MMA, we do boxing, we do kickboxing, and we do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is kind of reserved for people that come out, maybe don't get a fight, or are helping out or something. I don't want people to come out and just want to do BJJ matches for the most part. So we could do modified rules on certain different types of matches if you guys had any ideas. Combat jiu-jitsu was something that was brought up a while back that we could facilitate. I mean, it just depends. As long as it doesn't violate any of our rules. Let's see here. Yo, Steve, after this, can you hit me up? I got to talk to you about something. Yes, Turtle. If it's something you need to make a call on, let me see here. I'll try to write you down here. You know how busy I get and forget stuff. You guys got to bug me about stuff. I'm serious. Like if I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it, but I do forget. So if I don't do it, it's not because I didn't want to. Most likely it's because I forgot. Let's see. Thoughts on the clinch? I hate when you want to hate it when people do it. I get why people do it, but I feel like it's cheap way to get. Clinching is part of boxing, man. And I mean it's completely legal, but it gets broken up by the ref. You know, think about it like this, man. If you're a lengthy fighter, like you got to reach, and every time you throw like a big shot, this guy slips your punch, gets inside, and starts beating up your body, and you can't really get away. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, that's a way to nullify the situation. So it's part of boxing, man. Can I go against a level 3? I got stuff to prove. A level 3 in what? I mean, we don't really put levels on the BJJ stuff, but Family Feud's going on here. Let's see, where's my man Steve Harvey? I don't know where Steve Harvey is. Can I ask a question about the GoPro channel vid with Shrugs DQ, or is that? Oh, I'll actually talk about that, guys. Look, try to just put yourself in our shoes, okay? We do our best to protect the fighter. That's why, like, you know, the fight got stopped right there. Now, when you're filming and everything, and it's like a split-second decision, like, how do we rule this? Okay. So how we should have ruled it, and we did end up changing it. We ended up changing it to a DQ. Okay. It was right after the fight that we were like, yeah, we made a mistake. Okay. But I think when the fighters are gone or whatever, we can't really just like pull them back in the cage and redo the decision. It was a really late shot, and I do, after looking at it on film, that's another thing. Like, you know, you see it in person, you blink and it happens, then you're like, oh man, you know, but when you see it on film, it's like it looks so much worse. So yeah, we took care of it. We took that win away from Shrugs, and we gave Wild West the win. Now, in the following month, when he fought Dirty Devil, he was the victim of a late hit. Also, Shrugs was. However, that one did not look like it was as late. I should say, yeah, I'll say it. It didn't look like it was as late. So we just kind of, we didn't rule that one a disqualification. So I'm sorry, you guys, you know, like it got posted that way. It sucks, but it is part of the scrapyard, and we learn from it. So I hope that clarifies that a little bit better. You sign up. See match. Oh, do you contact every fighter to see if it's okay to fight each other or just fight? Okay, so how it kind of works is like you sign up in the Facebook group, you put your level down, your weight down, and then as it gets closer to the fight, sometimes I match people up ahead of time, but I don't tell them who I'm going to match them up against. You find out who you're fighting at the fights, and if it's something you're like, I don't want to fight this person, okay, you don't have to. I try to find you another match. I work with people, you know, like I never tell people they have to fight somebody unless you're a champion. Okay, if you're the champion and I'm like, you got to fight this guy, and you're like, I'm not going to fight that guy. Okay, well, he's going to fight somebody else, and it's going to be for your belt because you're the champion. You have to fight everybody. Now, you know, if you're just there and you didn't plan on fighting that day, and you're the champion, and you just fought like the previous month, there's you know, exceptions to everything. Or if you got an injury, like if you're a champ and you got injured in one of your fights or something, you know, case in point is the Real Lion got injured in his last fight, so he's recovering from it, and once he's better, he will be fighting at the Streetbeefs West Coast Invasion. So let's see, with all the recent ref called clubbing warning, is there any good way to help the less experienced fighters to understand the rules before entering the ring? I mean, we go over the rules ahead of time, but you know, like if you're not a trained fighter and you haven't put that kind of stuff into your muscle memory, it's really hard to kind of take that habit away in the ring. The what we can do is the referee can say, okay, you do it again, you lose a point. And we don't put the point loss thing up because the point thing is really the crowd looking at that as, because we use the crowd vote now. The crowd would just put that into consideration, like, hey, this guy's excessively doing a move that you can't do. But I mean, if the clubbing resulted in like, if it was an illegal move that resulted in the ending of the match, that's different. That could be a no contest or a draw. Yeah, if you do have a particular interest in fighting somebody, you can't call them out in the group. I don't want that to happen. I don't want unnecessary drama getting, and people will say like, oh, the scrapyard's boring. Well, you know what? We're doing stuff to protect the fighters, and we don't want shit getting out of control. So whatever, you know, you guys want to come fight, you come fight out in the scrapyard. You got somebody you want to fight, get a hold of me, and I might be able to make it work. But I will ask you, like, why do you want to fight this person? I do probably get hit up once or twice a week about people wanting to fight certain fighters in the scrapyard because they think that they can beat them very easily, and that's not cool. It's like if you've got a bunch of years of training, you're like, oh, I want to fight this level 1 person. That's not going to happen. Most of the time, what I'll tell you to do is I'll say, hey, come on out to the scrapyard, get a fight in. Let me see where you're at, and then maybe I'll let you fight the fighter that you want to fight. I mean, that's fair, right? Come on. I mean, if you got somebody in particular that you're interested in fighting, why not take a fight first and then see how it goes, and then I'll consider it. Hell, you might be calling out somebody that weighs 50 pounds less than you. I get that kind of stuff all the time. It's only so many times you can hit and be hit. You say this hurts. Let's see. Okay, thank you, Jeremy. Shadow ban. Let's see. The fighters. Hold on. I had a couple other questions I wanted to go over. I haven't even gotten to my list of stuff. I've touched on a couple things, but also if you guys want to get your questions out there and you want to donate to the Scrapyard, you can hit that super chat button and I'll answer your questions really quick. I'm not pushing for you guys to donate, but I'm just saying, like, you know, that's a quick way to get damn it. It's a quick way to get me to notice your question. Let me see here. Right here. What precautions are being taken to prevent cold flu, the C word spread, if one to be brought out to the event? How's the atmosphere at the event? This is from Raymond Chan Knizaki. I can't say that. Okay, so we're basically, look, if you're sick, don't come out. I mean, if you think you're sick, don't come out. That's the best way to prevent it. You know, stay home. You can, if you want to protect yourself even more, you can wear a mask if you want. We usually have hand sanitizer and that kind of stuff out there. You could stay away from the area. I mean, other than that, you know, it's just like anywhere else you go. Y'all got any? Let's see here. Y'all got any big girls that want to scrap? I'm 245 and my cardio is shit. Let's go. That's from Danger Schmidt. You know what? If anybody hears this, it's a bigger girl. Dude, I mean, jump on and sign up. That's the best thing, the best advice I can give you. Oh, we got Kevin from IT. Let's see. Question: is Gimp ever coming back? I need an anomaly to corner me. LOL. Gimp should be back, as far as I know. Gimp should be back this next event. He just took the last month off for holiday stuff, so I would expect to see him. Thank you for the super chat, Kevin. That helps with propane funds for the month. Let's see. I think there was one more question on here. Oh, actually, that was from Danger Schmidt, the big girl question. As far as what the atmosphere is like, this is for Raymond. The atmosphere in the scrapyard is pretty friendly. Like, everybody gets along with everybody. We're all pretty friendly. We take pictures with each other. Hey, what's Abel? What's up, Abel? How you doing, bro? Is that King Abel? Okay, it is King Abel. Man, if you want another one, come on out. I'll find you somebody closer to your mat. I think Yano's coming out this month. I know I told you that last month, but that would be a good matchup for you. When I told you the Terrifier was new to boxing, he is new to boxing. He actually didn't want to take that match because he hadn't done a lot of boxing up to that point. But the atmosphere is great. I think we all get along really well. You can ask anybody on here, like, hey, what's the environment out the scrapyard like? And they'll tell you. Why did he respond to you? Let's see. C word is part of our vocabulary here in Oz. We name our kids the C word. Yeah. Jeremy, you're horrible. Have there been any takers on the 155 MMA belt? I think we could get somebody to fight you this month. Anybody that wants to fight 155-pound MMA against Too Explosive for the title? I'm offering up a title fight, guys. Hey, Kit, I got your back, man. I told him you were sick and what you had. Don't feel like calling in that month and doing that was wrong. I mean, that you know, like I said, I had the same stuff, and it was horrible. I couldn't imagine fighting with that. This session brought to you by Two Town Cider House, Pacific Pineapple. Man, I'm probably like way behind on the comments, guys. Big Daddy 911. Dad's in the house. Dad is fighting Illuminate the State. That is a scheduled matchup for the fights coming up. January 22nd. Hey, the fights are looking pretty good. Like I'm getting a lot of people signing up for it. I got people coming up from Cali, West Coast. I just say Cali, but it's West Coast. Clinching is very vital. I hate clinching. I start getting aggressive when I hate clinching too. I like inside fighting, but I don't like clinching. No way. I want to keep working. I got little short T-Rex arms. I'm a level 3 in life. Does that count? I can put you in with the level 3. Why didn't ref DQ him right when he landed the foul shot? In rule or policy changes since that DQ? Because we hadn't had a DQ up to that point. We were questioning the intention of it. And we couldn't, like I said, when you see it on film, you see how much of a delay there was after the fact. But when we were initially there, we didn't want to believe that it was intentional. And then also there was some other stuff that kind of happened afterwards that were like, okay, there's something going on here. So like I said, we didn't make the decision right then and there because we'd never had anything like that happen to it, and we questioned the intention of it. He did this with somebody else last time, but that's okay. Just if you've been in the yard during the action, it's honestly hard to catch everything. There's so much going on, plus angles and whatnot. True. I feel like there's 40-pound weight difference there. Oh, yeah, but I mean, heavyweight's a heavyweight, right? Ask Randy Couture when he fought Brock Lesnar. I do want to listen, Kit. I do want to do a 220-pound division. So if you and Terrifier want to get make this thing happen, next month or something, that's cool. But also, if you're interested in something around 220, that can also work. After that, really good wrestlers. The real lion in the house, not to be confused with the fake lion. Somebody should use that name, the fake lion. Hey man, been training with Real Lion. We're gonna get some work in next Monday. So unless something's happening that we can't do that, you know what I'm talking about, Real Lion. Grappling is stupid. Punch him in the face, elbow, cross, drop him. Yeah, people that say wrestling is dumb, they don't think it's too dumb when they get put on their back and punched in the face. Listen, nothing against anybody that's a stand-up fighter, but if you've been training strictly stand-up your whole life and you go against a really good wrestler, you're not going to prevent a takedown. I'm sorry. There's nothing... too explosive with a super chat. What did I miss, bro? I think it's just a donation because I don't see a question associated with it. I'll look. I'm getting there. Let's see. Yeah, anyway, a wrestler will put you on your back and pound on you. Just as simple as that. If you're a striking art like boxing or kickboxing, and you're a strict art where you haven't learned like extensive takedown defense, the whole point of wrestling is to take down your opponent. And you tell me that a boxer with no training whatsoever in takedown defense is going to stop a takedown from a wrestler? it ain't going to happen. Yeah, boxer's going to get some shots in, but I mean, that wrestler's going to grab a hold of him. He's either going to control the upper body and do some kind of hip throw, duck under, single leg, double leg, ankle pick. I mean, there's a whole lot of, you got gravity working for you when you're a wrestler. So wrestling, jiu-jitsu is not dumb. I'm going to try to come for the 155 and 145 pound titles. Nice. Hey, Gary, your next bout might be a title fight. 145, bro. JB, hey, Chicken, could you give a loose breakdown on the ranking scale? Oh, yeah, okay. I'll do that really quick. So if you're a level 1, basically you've got a low amount of training. You haven't, maybe I should start. I'm going to start up from the top. Okay, so if you're a level 5, you're pro level. Not pro, but pro level. I mean, you're in really good shape. You have years of professional training from a gym. You have fights. You've held titles. You are exceptional. You're like a fair play. Fair play is like a level 5. Level 4, it's going to be a notch down from that. You know, you've got some experience, you've got training, but it's just not as much as that level 5. A lot of people want to stay safe and say level 4 that are really high level. A level 3 is going to be somebody that that maybe has, you know, a sanctioned fight, has some training, maybe a couple sanctioned fights. A level 2 is going to be somebody that's got some training, maybe not had any fights, you know, like sanctioned fights. A level 1 is going to be somebody that has never had any fights, that is very limited on their training or has no training. So if you're a really low level 1, like we do our best to set you up, but sometimes, you know, like there's a level 1 on the higher end and a level 1 on the lower end. And I mean, it just depends if you're a boxer, if you've got some hands, and then the level 1 you're going against is a wrestler, those are two opposing forces. So, I mean, it's hard to tell, right? So I just want to say the level 1s are lowest level. Sometimes somebody will come out and they'll fight, and I'll say, okay, that guy's a level 1. I'll see his fight. I'll be, okay, that guy's a level 1. And then for his next fight, I go to put him up against somebody that's a level 1. But little did I know that he, you know, had been training since his last fight, which was like a month or 2 ago, and he got better. So he looks really good. Sometimes aggressiveness, just because you're aggressive doesn't move you up another level. Okay. You got to realize this is a fight. And, if your opponent's being aggressive toward you, then that can be an advantage, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're better. Which 150? He's talking about 155 pound boxing, too explosive. Oh, wait, what? MMA? What? Oh, ooh, Gary, I am sorry for speaking for you. Or you're laughing now. Squabo had a lot of illegal shots in his match. Oh, yeah, but I mean, he didn't know they were illegal, though, to be honest. You're going to be, we're not throwing no punches. Well, tell him to come out. We can get him a match, man. You guys need to realize that you have to have unified rules, and the UFC and MMA, what the hell is the problem? What do you mean? Why do we don't have to have unified rules with the UFC? Who are you to tell us that we have to have that? No, actually, we go off of Washington State Mixed Martial Arts amateur rules. We're not using professional rules because we're not professional fighters. I love it when people come on the comments like thinking they have some kind of say in what we do out here. Like they're so offended about something that happened out here that they think that we have to listen to what they say. No, we don't. We err on the side of caution. That's why we have certain rules like no knees to the face, no elbows to the face. Fight me, turtle. Shit. Let's see here. Hey, the boar, what's up? Terrifier, let's run it. Jeez. Let's see here. There's people out here calling me out, getting beat up in the end. Shit. How often do newcomers get matched up at the events? Newcomers usually get there's not too often. I'm gonna give you guys a little secret about our events, okay? So it's a secret. Don't tell anybody. Definitely not publicly on a chat with like a bunch of people. Okay, so if you actually show up on time to the fights, you're probably gonna get a fight. But if you show up like several hours late, you probably won't get a fight. Or you might, but you probably won't get the fight you want. You'll probably say, hey, do you want to fight Jay Gotham? Obviously you can say no. But if he's like the only one, it's like you probably don't want to not take the fight. But then I get people online complaining like, why would you put those two against each other? This is from Big Chief with the super chat. Thank you, brother. That goes to our propane fund for the month. What's your favorite style to watch at any level? Man, that's tough because, the ground fighting at a high level. So at any level, I would say probably, jeez, I can't say any. I really can't because I really enjoy ground fighting. But sloppy ground fighting, I would rather watch sloppy stand up than sloppy ground fighting. Sloppy ground fighting is just like, oh man, you guys are just like falling over and stuff. Yeah, I think probably I'll probably say boxing. Yeah, probably boxing. Because then you can really spot the differences, like when somebody knows a little bit more. Oh, little kit, you've heard of Turtle before. Gary just hasn't changed his name on here. How often do you... Okay, I'm just playing, shooting for one... Yeah, there you go. 145, 155-pound boxing. Hey, Gary, we might have somebody coming back for 155. How would you like a rematch? Now that you're better. Much better, I must add. I mean, you've come a long way, bro. 4 is confident in standing. It's generally anyone able to at least defend yourself. 4 is higher than that, Jerry. A 4 is just not... I would say a 4 is a high-level amateur, whereas a 5 is somebody that will compete at pro. Will compete at pro because we don't let pro fighters fight. Man, I'm way behind on you guys. Little Kit fought. Who did he fight? He fought... Sorry, bro. I know. I just can't think of who it was. Kevin from IT with another super chat. Wow. We're going to have some propane this month, guys. Speaking of showing up on time, why was the last event like 4 hours delayed? I swear I didn't even kick off until like 1 p.m. No hate, just sure. It's because people won't show up on time. Okay, I get people matched up. I'm like, okay, this guy says he's going to show up. And now, granted, there were some fights that, like people contact me and say, hey, man, I'm running really late. It sucks. And I appreciate I appreciate getting a hold of me and letting me know that. But yeah, like we also didn't have the help that we wanted to have last time. So Len wasn't there, our sponsor, Peixotto. Gimp wasn't there. So we had to kind of do our own matchmaking, which Gimp's really good about doing it really efficiently. And then, Len, he's got his stuff that he does. We just didn't have as much help last time. So we also were dealing with some rain and some other issues, and yeah, we're shooting for earlier this time for sure. Hope that answered that for you, Kevin. Okay, atmosphere's dope. Abel has more nuts. Oh, jeez. What's up, OG? I was watching the Scrapyard a couple days ago. It's my jam. Glad you love it. Do you love Universal? I hope I said that right, bro. I love it when people find our stuff. And you know what? We're just trying to put out good material for everybody. Trying to get the fighters some attention, and just having fun doing this. I genuinely enjoy doing this. It is so much fun. I've met some really cool people. I've got people to meet some pretty cool people. I've got people training with each other that never would have happened if the Scrapyard didn't exist. You got to admit, like, a lot of these people that are in the chat right now, would you guys be in this chat right now? It wouldn't exist. Would you guys know each other? Probably not. Some people probably wouldn't even have done a match, but we give that opportunity to people. And I try to help out people in whatever way I can. It doesn't have to be just fighting. If it's something else, I can try to help you guys out with it, whether it's promoting your YouTube channel, or maybe you got some musical talent that you want me to help get out for you. I mean, I'll do that for you, because I want you guys to succeed. So, because we're a community, and that's the way I look at it. I'm pretty sure most of you guys do too. Yeah, don't push yourself to get back in there, Real Lion. Just when your doctor says you're ready. AG, is there a certified medic? Yes. Well, we usually have a few, but we always have at least one. I'm not even gonna. I'll let you guys talk amongst yourselves. Terrifier, little kit, all you guys. Oh, jeez. Oh man. I'll let you guys talk amongst yourself. But you guys are being cool about it. You're not letting it get out of control, and I don't mind. I don't mind the smack talk back and forth. That's cool. Yeah, Abel, I hope to see you out there again soon. Name change to silencer. Let's see, dirty boxing, good clinching. Whose man's is this? Let's see, the kid Gary's being awesome. Oh, hey, Crazy Legs, you need to change your name, Crazy Legs. Everybody, like, even Little Kit just got into the chat, like, in this chat, and he changed his name right away. And I'm gonna apologize to Crazy Legs right now, because no other fighter has gotten shafted more than Crazy Legs on thumbnails. I'm just saying that, man. And I'm gonna put this last one on laziness on my part, because I was on vacation. I had crappy internet, and I took the first thing that I could that would grab attention. Now, you won the fight, right? So seeing you down like that, it's just a snapshot of what happens in the fight. It doesn't mean that you got knocked down, but anytime that somebody sees somebody on the ground, it's like, oh man, somebody got knocked down. If I just put you guys standing there right next to each other, it's like, what's that show to somebody wanting to click on? It's like, oh, okay, the highlight of this fight was these guys stared each other down. So you got to look at it like from a perspective of a viewer, right? What do you want to see as a viewer? Turtle, who said that to you, Kev? Honestly, I forgot who he is. Matt Morrison, I like Streetbeefs as much as the UFC. Fun stuff. Appreciate that. Thank you. Did you say Terror Burger? Sorry, Terrifier, but that was kind of funny. Oh, jeez. Man, you guys are like, I can't keep up with you guys. Oh, man. I just want to tell you guys, be quiet for a minute so I can catch up. But it's really hard to keep up with the chat. This thing's getting so popular. Like, imagine from like a year from now, guys. Really, like, okay, we got like 35 people in here. It's a pretty good chat going on. But as this thing grows, we're going to start to see like 50, 60, 100. It's going to be harder and harder to get those chats out there. What's you, chicken? What am I doing? I'm kicking it with chicken, kicking it with myself. Let's see. Oh man, all right. I got a speed read here, guys. Yeah, Kevin, there was a weight difference between you and Solo, but sometimes, look, does weight matter? It can. Does it always matter? No, it doesn't always matter. I boxed a guy that was, I think, like 40 pounds heavier than me, and it didn't matter at all. It depends on what the weight is. I mean, you can't honestly tell me that match would have gone any different if he was the same weight as you. It actually might have gone better in his favor, to be honest. He might have been able to move around a little bit. So it doesn't always matter. But, you know, like with two like highly skilled boxers, the weight difference matters more. But weight matters when the skill level's equal. But when the skill level's not equal, the weight might not matter. Especially when cardio is bad. That can really play a part. Ace Allen, let's see what he got to say. I just subscribed to your channel. I wish y'all was around or knew about your league some years ago. I used to do street boxing. That's cool, man. We're kind of trying to make a safe environment for people to come together and do kind of street boxing, you know, with rules. 50 and above, Matt Morrison. Anomaly 61. Let's see. Kevin from IT's 46. Damn, I'm almost 40. Almost. Hurry up and come. I'm gonna. Damn, Kevin. Not a question. Just wanted to feed the adorable chickens in the scrapyard. Okay, Kevin. That's a good one. Kevin with a $20 super chat. He just fed the chickens in the scrapyard. So, and I'm gonna say this right now, guys. If you come out to the scrapyard, we got chickens out at the scrapyard, like legit chickens, like not just big chicken, but I actually have a clan of chickens that follow me around, and I do throw in the ring. No, I don't throw them in the ring. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we do really have chickens. Anomaly 61, level 1. Let's see. 46, 286'3". Fair play is a good dude. I wrestled 4 years in high school. I love it, so I'm considered a 1 still since. I would say that people with wrestling experience, I would say you're still a 1. Same if maybe you did a little bit of boxing when you were younger. But it's hard. It's really hard to match people up perfectly. You know what I mean? Terrifier. Member from 4 months. Wow. Congratulations, Terrifier. Does your dogs bite? The boxer kicks. Wouldn't that make him a kickboxer? My old pit bull, he don't bite, but my boxer, he nips. He likes to jump up and nip. I don't know. He doesn't bite though. It's really annoying because little kids like to put their little faces down in front of him. But he can't get you in the face. I just like I don't like it when I don't let him get out during the fights. Weight shouldn't matter after 220. It shouldn't, but it can. Little kit. Yeah. For sure. Always be a level 1. You know, there nothing wrong with staying at the level that you're at, guys. But when you start to win a lot, I might move you up a level. I know, JB. I'm trying. You guys got merch? Yes, I'm actually wearing some of it right now. But you kind of got to get it at the fights. I want to do something different coming up. I need to talk to Martin and some other people about it, but I think I want to make it easier for like you guys to be able to get our merch. Because right now, I mean, you're kind of stuck to showing up at the fights. I'll say Firechicken. Bam Bam, what's up? Hey, Bam Bam, I got your shirt. I got your sweatshirt. Any merch? AJ asked again. MMA for me. You should start media post fights and before fight interviews. We have post fight interviews already. Buddy V does them and puts them on his channel. In fact, I saw him down in the chat, so I know he's in here. I am just like really far behind, guys. Hey, you know what, little kid? I'm excited for this fight coming up this month. You versus Sweet Tea. You're probably Ace Allen. I'm probably like a 3.5 boxer. That's cool, man. Come on out and get it in. I'm Glass Joe from boxing. Jeremy, nobody knows who that is except for me. Jay Godin versus Baby Hulk. Yeah, right. Gumby versus Baby Hulk would have been a better one, but I think Gumby versus Beach actually got mentioned the other day. Actually, Gumby mentioned it, but Gumby's off doing his sanction fights. But Beach does sanction fights too. But if they're gonna fight, I would want them to fight in Streetbeefs. I don't want them to fight in a sanction match. For one, you don't get any publicity fighting in sanctioned events. Like none. You get none. Just being real. Okay, guys, I'm trying to get caught up. Oh, that's cool, man. Being part of the family. I love hearing that. Thanks, JB. I really appreciate that. Son of Samoa specifically. Oh, really? That's cool. That's what I like to hear. Leah Cameron had to stop and show the Scrapyard some respect. Thank you so much. Drop a link to where I can find it. AG. I don't really have it. You gotta contact Martin Rubio. It's not Team Peixotto. That's not our merch. They haven't done any merch for us yet. But Martin Rubio, the Streetbeefs West Coast guy that runs the West Coast group, he's the one that gives me all my merch. Firechicken, this might sound weird, but one day when we all get older, could me and my friends fight in the yard? Also, what are your thoughts on Gumby? He's good. He fought like 2 times and dipped. He fought more than 2 times. I think Gumby's great. I think if he sticks with it, he'll have a good MMA career. I'd like to see him do more matches. I think in about the year that he's been gone, he's only done one smoker show. So I'd like to see him do more. But I would love it if when you guys are old enough, if you would come out and do matches. That would be awesome. Buddy V, the modern day Aztec warrior, woo, 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 in the house. Buddy, what are you doing for New Year's? Get a hold of me. Leaving TBC. Let's see. Jeremy, mad man. Must have done something crazy. Let's see. Scorpio, Buddy V. I'm trying to get down there, man. Let's see the board, TC. Hey, Thomas Castleberry, what is up? Guys, I might just skip it all and go to the bottom and try to. You better bring it all back in your next fight, Scorpio. I had to beg my bro to fight again after what happened last time. Oh, dude, is your brother fighting again? Wait, what did I miss? What's cooking, Scrapyard? Chicken's cooking tonight. Wait, that's me. Who's the 170-pound boxing title holder? We don't have one right now. It's Pinchy Jr. and Turco. They're supposed to be fighting this month. The belt's going to go up this month probably. So it'll probably be Pinchy Jr. versus somebody else unless Turco shows up to fight. So, Crazy Legs, is your brother coming out to fight this month? Because him versus Scorpio would be great. Now, I did have somebody matched up against. I might have to do some moving around, but like if your brother comes out, I would give him that match or the match that he wants. How often do you do lives? I usually this is for Alpha Wolf. I usually do lives once a week, and it's Kicking It with Chicken. Sometimes I do it on the way home in my car. They're not as good. It's more like riding with Chicken, and it's just like me talking because I'm bored in the car. I might drop those ones. They're not really that great. I think the Kicking It with Chicken ones allows me to get out and like really associate with the fans of the fighters and everything, and answer questions. And let's see, you should do a raffle on the 22nd. I might do a raffle. I might do a shirt. I like to give stuff away. Regarding the merch, they also usually don't have anything XL or above. I do got that stuff right now. In fact, I think I got a sweatshirt. I think I got a couple other things. Did I order a sweatshirt for you, Kevin? I don't know. If I did, it's in the box downstairs. Heck yeah, Buddy V on YouTube. Post the link in here, buddy. Well, send me the link in Messenger really quick to your YouTube channel, and I'll post it in here. Hey, everybody watching, give this a thumbs up right now. Go down below and just give it a thumbs up. Let's see. Oh, am I caught up? I'm caught up. Yeah, TC, I want to train soon. Yes, I do. Beast from Streetbeefs. What's up, Firechicken? Speak your truth. I got way more recognition in fighting for Streetbeefs than I have in national events. That is the truth, guys. That is the absolute truth. I did sanctioned fighting for years, and I could tell you firsthand, you can go fight at these big events at these casinos that you got like a couple hundred people watching you. Great. You know, you get an intro, you get to play entrance music, you got ring girls, you get a little award or whatever. How many people see you fight? Like 200 people see you fight, ever. Unless you snuck a camera in there and recorded it on your phone and then hit it and uploaded it to your Facebook and it didn't get flagged. They don't want you guys to get recognition. They want to sell tickets to their fights. On the other hand, Streetbeefs, all branches of Streetbeefs, want you to get recognition for what you do in the ring. They give you a chance to talk to the camera right before your fight. They give you a chance to talk afterwards. They don't do that in sanctioned fighting. They don't want to give you camera time or anything. Actually, they don't even record it. All they care about is ticket sales for the venue. We do not charge any admission. We do not pay fighters. None of that. In fact, you don't even get paid as a sanctioned fighter. If you go fight at a casino, you're not going to get paid. I got a hoodie for Kevin if you're at the next show. So Jabberwocky. Oh snap! Crazy Hands with the comeback. Just another useless random comment for no other reason but to make Steve laugh. Okay. How about I actually talk about some of the stuff that I wrote down? Because we're what, an hour, 9 minutes, and I don't think I've talked about anything that I was supposed to talk about. So, first thing I got to do is, and damn it, where is he? Old people go to bed early, don't they? Damn it, Ron. I got to get this guy on here. Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm going to summon the anomaly. I got to get him in here for something. Illuminate the states in the house. Jabba is ready for 160 or 170 boxing or kickboxing straps as well. Line them up. I love it. We might have somebody for 155 boxing coming up or 170, but kickboxing's where I want to see that guy compete for a title. I wanted to bring up I wanted to bring up a comment that some guy commented on one of our videos, and I got to stop responding to these haters, but he said that we're not street beefs. It's like, I don't know if he's just saying that because we don't put our videos up on the main channel, or if he's just dumb at think that we're just copying the name and we aren't a legit branch of Street Beefs. We are a legit branch of Street Beefs. Scarface has said it many times. We're on the Street Beefs HQ website. I mean, you can look us right up. So some people are just ignorant. I'm going to talk about the podcast. I already talked about podcast. Never mind. You can rewind it and watch that. Is Ron in here yet? Come on, man. The boar and the sword. I still got fights to edit, guys. I was out on a little bit of a vacation, so I do still have fights to edit. If you're a premium member, there's 2 fights that are on there right now that are fully edited and almost ready to post. I got to put a title up on them, and I got to change the thumbnail. But you can watch those as I think it's not early access. Early access, I have all the fights up, but they're just alternate angles. So if you want to be a premium access member, just go to our channel. Man, I had somebody just trying to rip into me the other day about our premium content and how it's ripping off people and everything. Look, guys, I spent a lot of time putting up these alternate angles of the fights and stuff. You know what, JB? It depends if I got them on this phone or not. The Terrifier versus Disturbing the Peace for the heavyweight MMA title. The Canadian versus Golden Arms. That's happening. Let me see, guys. Oh, I actually do. Illuminate the State versus DAD in boxing. Turtle versus Blacksmith for the 145-pound title. Now, Blacksmith is coming back from, I want to say he's coming back from Arizona. I might be wrong. He fought for us once. He fought MMA, but he's doing boxing this time, and he wants to fight for that title. So I think Gary already knows who he's fighting. I think we got Castro versus the Black Panther in boxing. Binchy Jr. versus Turco for 170 if Turco is fighting. But I don't know. I haven't really heard from. Let me message him really quick. I'm gonna send him a link to the live. I just want to know. I'm still waiting for Ron. I sent Turco an invite. Oh, he's from Phoenix. Okay, he's from Arizona. Solo late than never. Yeah! Solo in the house? Where's Solo? Did I miss Solo? What's up, Fernando? James? Thanks, James. Appreciate it. You guys are cracking me up. So I hope those were... where's Solo? I'm not seeing him. Oh, he's right there. Ben Shelley, duh. He even said it. No, not yet. I don't think that's a proper way to welcome people, TC. That's like right to the sharks. Lights out. Is lights out in here too? Oh, hey, the boss. You need to change your name to Lights Out on here so we know who you are. Makes it easier. Okay, so Ron, Turco. Haven't heard from Turco. He's probably busy doing something. I guess I'll get into it. Look, Heart in the Fight did their awards ceremony. When does the Boar versus Kevin from IT go public? I already told you, Kevin, it's going live after the first of the year. So it's actually one of 2 fights that I have completely edited and on the premium content right now. So it's going live soon. I know you want to see it. Everybody wants to see it. You got friends that want to see it. I get it, man. I totally get it. I don't know if it's going to be exactly the first of the year. I do them every like other day. So like, what's today? Okay. I don't think I put out a fight today. So I'll put out a fight tomorrow and I'll put out a fight on the 1st. So it'll probably be the first of the year. Okay. Little Kit with a super chat of $1.99. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. And also thanks to Kevin from IT in my best Trump voice. Many are saying, a lot of people are talking about it, saying to their friends, when is the Boar versus Kevin from IT going public? Sorry, man. That's my best Trump voice. Your birthday's January 2nd. Just throwing that out there. Well, I mean, if it's out January 1st, you get an early birthday present. See what I did there? Lights Out and Buddy V have the best energy in the game. Yeah, they got energy for sure. Jeremy, you should go on Jeopardy. I swear, you should go on Jeopardy. Hey, not to take away from your birthday, Kevin, but the Firechicken's got a birthday in January also, and it's 2 days before the event. Not 4. There we go. 2 days before the event. Alex beat me up and threw me out. I agree, or I believe that, to be honest. Agreed regarding Jeremy. Me of E Honda when the hands get flying. Anomaly would kill Solo. Let's see. January birthdays are fun. Oh, you're January 5th. Cool. Let's see. We got a boar and a chicken. Who else? Let's see. That's too bad. Turtle and a hummingbird. We could do like a National Geographic's version of Streetbeefs. I've been working on that windmill. Yes. I love it. You can't take away the signature moves. I'm telling you. That event is on my sister's birthday. My mom's is on the 24th. Don't give it up about my sister. I'm hoping to put up a W for my mom. That's a good reason. Hey, I left this one open to everybody today. You don't have to be a subscriber to comment on the chat this time. But I'm just asking, like, come on, give us a subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. You get to see all our videos when they come out. What's not to like? And a thumbs up. Can we get some thumbs ups right now? Because if you're enjoying the chat and you feel like it's engaging and I'm answering questions and you're kind of entertained, I mean, just, like, come on, give me a thumbs up. That's dope. My birthday's on Jabberwocky's January 24th. Wow. Pretty close to mine. You're going to fight 2 days before your birthday. Hell yeah. Real Lion. Hell yeah. Remind us to hit the like. I almost forgot. The boar, I'll be 31. I wish I was turning 31. I'm about to report your pinned announcement. What? Why would you report that? I don't even remember what it said. Who's the guy in yells in every fight? Hit him in the face. I don't know. I just kind of like, I'll tell you what, some people's cornering or presence in the fights are just entertaining. Like Scotty and his crew, they're pretty funny to listen to when you're watching fights. The anomaly is an anomaly. He doesn't age. Okay, so since he's not here, I'm going to get into this anyway. Look, hold on. I know I told you I was going to do this, but I got something I got to say about anomaly, and it'll just be a second, guys. So Heart in the Fight did an award show. Biggest Heart Awards. Okay, so I think it was, yeah, there we go. All right, I figured it out. So look, Heart in the Fight, who has been exclusively involved with Streetbeefs since I want to say it was like right after we got going. They do in-depth interviews, breakdowns, podcasts. What's the other one I'm looking for? Press conferences on the Streetbeefs fighters. They, like I said, they do a lot. They've actually even done one on me back in the day. You can look it up, Heart in the Fight, Firechicken. You'll find it. How about I do it for you? But they do a award ceremony every year, and they award like best knockout, best submission. They work on getting these fighters some recognition, so they do a lot for Streetbeefs. We had one of our very own win the biggest heart award, and that was Ron, the Anomaly, and he won one of these. These are so cool. They're like Incredible Hulk. Ron's is in the box downstairs because I'm going to give it to him at the next fights. This one is Heart in the Fight, if you can read that. Visionary Award for me, for all that I do with coming up with ideas and bringing them to light, making things happen. And I just want to say thanks to Heart in the Fight. This means so much to me because of the support of like you guys, my own family, my friends. It's kept me going. So, I mean, I couldn't have done this without any of you, and I very much appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. That was my Academy Award speech. I don't know, it was maybe a 2 out of 5. I mentioned a couple of the fights. A 10-minute acceptance speech. Not quite. Firechicken should have gotten an award for best quality fight videos. Shut up, Kevin. Don't do that. I am gonna say this though. Do BJJ matches just not count like for submissions? Because I mean, You fight with heart, bro. Hats off. Thank you, Nebo. Because I mean, like, you know, I do BJJ matches like every event. I don't know, man. One thing I wanted to go over, guys, this is kind of important, and I don't know why, but I had a random thought about this the other day. So I was out on my little vacation, and I was trying to get out to this cave. Now, the tide was out. It was a slack tide, so it wasn't coming in, but I kind of had to time it to climb up these rocks and then jump into this little area to get into this cave. And it wasn't a deep cave. It was only like, 20 feet. But I got in there, and then I look over and I see like all the snow on the hill and this like a rocky face and icicles and stuff. I'm like, I want to go over there. And I was just thinking, like, everything's covered in snow, and it's all these giant rocks and everything. I kind of have to climb and jump and everything. And it just kind of got me thinking, like, why it's important to be in a decent level of shape. So, I mean, think about it this way. Like, we spend a lot of time working and try to do our best to stay like financially secure, or, to be able to cover issues if they come up. But I mean, your own health is something that you really have to take into consideration too. Like, not just to prevent yourself from having like a heart attack, but to, like, what if you had to like crawl over some rocks or run for half a block? And I mean, like, if it was like life or death kind of thing, what if you had to climb over a fence? It's easy to get kind of stagnant to where you're not doing anything and kind of being lazy, because I do it sometimes too. But you got to look at the bigger picture. Like, you need to be at a level of shape that you could kind of handle like some of this stuff if you had to. You don't have to be able to go out and do like 10 rounds of boxing, but you should be able to do some basic stuff, some push-ups and stuff, and you can always build yourself up to that level. I don't know. It's just like, I think that the older I get, the more I realize, like, I see people that don't take care of themselves, and I feel like it's even more important, because when you're young, it's like you have that kind of that drive to do it. There's different reasons for when you're older. I mean, maybe it's to get looking really good so you can go get yourself a girlfriend or something. But like, when you're older and married, it's like you're not really, that goal isn't there anymore. You're not doing the same thing. That sound bad. I shouldn't have said that. I just mean like what do you do it? What's the reason for needing to do it? And it's to stay in shape, and it's to just basically, okay, Black Panther, you hear what I'm saying. I'm just not able to put it out like quite how I want to. Boxing is just something that, like, I feel like it's a way that I can get out and stay in shape. It works my cardio, it works my legs, it works my shoulders. It is really hard to do an exercise you don't enjoy. That's exactly right, Jeremy. Yeah, you really have to have like a purpose to why you want to do it, or you have to enjoy it. I enjoy boxing, and sometimes I do things like I'll do push-ups or pull-ups, um, uh, just to try to help myself out with boxing. I don't know. It was kind of just a random thought, guys. Just consider it like, if you're already coming out and fighting in the scrapyard and stuff, you probably already have a drive to stay in shape. That's exercise, Ben. You probably already have a drive, because you don't want to come out here and just get totally demolished because you didn't train at all. See, I don't really fight. So I do grappling matches, but for the most part, I don't train. Now I am training with Real Lion. We're getting it in. Actually, Real Lion, he said something up there, and I just totally get you that trophy for Christmas, man. I'm super thankful for you giving me a shot. Oh yeah, sorry, Real Lion, man. Hey, there's always next year. Make it a Lion's ear. Well, you know what, Real Lion? When you smash 619, they ain't got no choice but to give it to you, right? See, I talked about that. I talked about that. I actually talked about quite a few things. You guys got any questions? Any questions for the Firechicken? Because this thing's getting a little low. You want to pull up to a match? Okay. Listen, Gouda boy, 85. Look, if you want to fight, all you got to do is join the Facebook group. So go to Street Beef Scrapyard on Facebook. It's got like 21,000 members on there right now. If you don't got Facebook, I put the link at the top, the pin post. Ready for invasion and scout invasion? I'm waiting for you to come down or come up. Peixotto Zed, come on. You used to live in Washington. Make the trip. Come up with your guys on the 22nd. Do it. Help them out, man. I won't make you fight. It's not Fight Club. Maybe I'll spar with you a little bit, but definitely going to make you do a grappling match. But Peixotto Zed, yeah, come on, man. Come on out. I haven't met you yet. I met Martin already. They need a fearless leader. They do. I bet you if a fearless leader came with them, there might be a couple more that would want to go too. I think some people are kind of apprehensive about it. Like, I don't know, maybe because it's like different territory or something. But I mean, you can ask Shinigami, you can ask Wedo, any of those guys that have come up already. We welcome people up here. We don't got that. We got competition kind of deal, but it's not like a personal competition. It's just like a competitive competition. But I'll love to have you up, bro. I had to choke out Wedo when he was here too. I choked him out so bad that he thought it was Ron that choked him out. Hell yeah, man. Where did you say you lived? You said you lived in, like, I think Tacoma area? Or did you say Leavenworth? I can't remember. Evil, Kevin. Oh, did I say that? Oh, did I post that? Oh, here, I'll post a link to you guys if you want to watch the Heart in the Fight thing that I did. I think I posted it already. I can't remember. But this is the one I did with Heart in the Fight. So I'll talk about it again, guys. We're doing a podcast with Heart in the Fight. Yeah, dude, get at me. I got the next few days off. Peixotto Zed. So hit me up if you want to have a conversation or something. Don't worry about it, Kevin. I put it out there, but I think when I put it out there, I didn't get a lot of feedback from people. But I feel like we'll be more represented next year. I think we'll have more people that are going to want to be involved with the decisions or the voting process and everything. So, but anyway, the podcast with Heart in a Fight that's coming up. I'm going to start talking about this again. Can I get 40 thumbs ups from you guys tonight? Can I get that? That would be really cool. 40, man. It's like almost a record. It's really easy. It's like right. Look at that big finger. It's right down there. Thumbs up. Hey, I just got one. Somebody give me a thumbs up. That's cool. Anyway, Heart in the Fight. We're going to do a 12-episode podcast. We're going to be focusing on the fighters, the scrapyard, how it was built, who's been big contributors to the building of the scrapyard, all that stuff. So we're going to get really in depth on people's histories with fighting, some stories, and we're going to have fighters on there. And like I said, we haven't picked who exactly we're. I mean, I have ideas on who I want to have as fighters on there. I can tell you that if you've been fighting since you were, you know, if you've been fighting since back in the day when we had a ring, and you're still fighting in the scrapyard, you might have a good shot in getting on that. So I know that a lot of people are going to be interested in it. It's going to be really select. But I'm thinking like we'll do this. We'll do our 12 episodes, and maybe a year from then we'll do. I haven't talked to him about this yet, but maybe we'll do another 12 episodes, and we can have other guests on there. Uh-oh. I think I hit my 40 thumbs ups. I got 39, which is pretty good. I got to say this has been a good conversation tonight, guys. We're 1 hour and 36 minutes in. I feel like we've been engaged the whole time. Oh, you know what? I actually had something that I was going to do for you guys. These are 10 questions that that I found online. I'm just going to answer them. So, if you want, you can comment or whatever, but I'm going to be like reading these and answering them. So, just listen, but you can comment too. I don't care. Whatever. You do whatever you want. You can do circles in your front room for all I care. Just be safe. Okay. Let's look here. How did you get into the sport? Well, there's a couple different sports I've been in, and the first one I got into was mixed martial arts. I got into that by joining a local martial arts gym, and then a lot of the guys in that gym trained MMA. I cornered a couple of them, and then I was like, man, I want to try it out. Now, at the time, I was like 185 pounds. I was pretty solid. Like I had a 355-pound bench press, and I didn't really I didn't have a wrestling background, and I didn't have a boxing background, but I did like the Brazilian jiu-jitsu part. So I kind of used like my strength mixed with some kind of beginner jiu-jitsu to submit my opponents. And I went 3-1 in MMA. Years down the road, I got into coaching wrestling, my kids. I coached for 5 years, and I learned a lot about wrestling, to be honest. Now I use wrestling quite a bit when I do BJJ. In fact, I probably use wrestling just as much as I use BJJ. I believe that the positional control, top position is the way to go. I'm not much for pulling guard. I feel like if it were a real fight, you would have an advantage by being in the top position. So I do like that. Then I got into boxing. My coach Pata started coaching me about 5 years ago. It was a one-on-one kind of deal. He coached me for quite a while, and then a couple of years later, a buddy of mine got into it, and he coached him for a year or two, and that's how I got into boxing. And then I eventually got into starting the Streetbeefs thing, and it's kept my passion for fighting alive. So if it wasn't for Streetbeefs, I don't know if I would be into boxing and all that stuff now. Du hast mich. I almost saw them live one time. So mad. I got the ticket right over there too. Let's see. What's your favorite strike submission to use in any fight? The old twist. No, I'm just kidding. So I would say that my favorite submission is probably the arm triangle. I like to pull the arm triangle from a guard position where I turn my hips over. I do a scissor sweep, and then I finish the arm triangle from side control, like it's usually done. As far as boxing goes, I don't know, man. I like I'm not I'd say probably my hook. Yeah, I'd say my hook's probably my favorite. Uh who is your biggest inspiration? Ah, Anomaly. Actually, it's not lying. That he's a big inspiration because of that he's still doing this at his age. As far as like mixed martial arts go, I'd say like GSP was one of the people I looked up to. I was always impressed with his wrestling ability, and I always thought he was a really good guy. The way that he carried himself outside the ring shows a lot about a person. Um, which team are you training with in preparation for your next bout? Well, I might be doing one on the old invasion there, and I am training. I'm training with Real Lion, so that's going pretty good. Do you like to stand with your opponents or take them down to the ground? I like both, to be honest. Like, as you know, I do BJJ matches every single month, so you already know I like to do that. But I like to box just as much. So, there's a certain satisfaction you can get out of both. Just because you can take someone down and submit them, but maybe you want to stand and piece them up. Maybe you want to give them that 3-piece combo with a soda. Let's see. What does it mean for you to be a fighter? Um, One who engages in fighting. To me, what it means is somebody that trains uh, somewhat frequently, someone that looks at it as more maybe something that could protect you, your life, your loved one's life. Um, maybe somebody that's competed before. There can be different definitions of what a fighter is. I guess what I'm just basically giving you is what it means, what my definition is. What holes do you see in your next opponent's game? I don't know who my next opponent is. What separates you from every other fighter in your division? Well, you know what? Like, I think that every single fighter kind of has their own unique style. So, it's hold on. Big Chief's got a super chat here, $5. So I'm gonna hit that really quick. Is it wrong to bounce around camp and use the free week at different places? No, I don't think it's wrong, man. I think that like if you're gonna go to a place and you want to decide whether or not you want to train there, and you give them a week to make you decide whether or not you want to train there. If you haven't been swayed to like think that this is somewhere I should train, then I mean, then they're not doing what they should be doing to pull you in. Um, I don't see anything wrong with it, to be honest. I mean, what if you go to a gym and they give you a free trial and you piece everybody up and you submit everybody? Probably not a gym that you want to keep training at, because it's like, though it's a great confidence booster, it's not going to do a lot for you for building your skill. You need somewhere that's going to give you a good level of competition. You need somewhere that's going to give you good coaching, somebody that's going to stick by you as a fighter. And then there's some people just, like it's the way that you feel when you go to a gym. So maybe it just doesn't feel like the right place. So absolutely, it's a trial and error thing, man. It's like, I don't know, man. Try before you buy. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the questions. Um, everybody's got their different styles of fighting, and I think that's what makes fighters unique, and that's what I like to spar against other people, is just to see like what are they going to do. It's kind of like what if you follow Dragon Ball Z at all, like Goku's philosophy, how he would want to fight everybody just to see how good they were, what they could come up with. And it's I think it's like a real warrior mentality. Like you really want to test yourself and the abilities that you've gained against an opponent that has been training and has their own skill set. If you could have a dream fight with anyone, who would it be? GSP. I would. I don't care if I'd get smoked by GSP. The fact that I could be, and I even said this like when I was training and felt good that I would do it, and regardless of the outcome that was inevitable, it would still be an honor to be in the ring with the guy. And if I could even make the fight last, a little while, how that would, to be seen by all those people and to be in the ring with somebody you look up to. I mean, I think that would be a dream. What do you want to be remembered for at the end of your career? I guess I just kind of want to be remembered for like having some skill, being able to teach people what I know. I feel like as a branch, somebody that's running a branch of Streetbeefs, that you have to have some fighting ability. I honestly couldn't see anybody running a branch of Streetbeefs and not knowing how to fight. It's weird to me. Like you got to be a fighter. You got to know how a fighter's mind works. So I mean, I want to be remembered as a fighter. I want to be remembered as, somebody that tried to do good for the fighters that are in the scrapyard, try to change people's lives. Sorry guys, I got this guy asking in the comments or in the Facebook group. So let's see, Crazy Legs. I don't know if he's a troll, man. Until he gets like out of line, I'm not gonna really do anything about it. Yeah, defense is super important for boxing. Bruce Lee just got the notification lurking and new to the live. What up, peeps? Bruce Lee edits. Oh man, is that the channel that I did a little bit of work for your logo on? What's defense? I love it, Scorpio. That's awesome. Need to be more aggressive, close. Hey, Kevin, let's get some sparring in next time you're up. Yeah, defense is a strong jab. It's a headbutt to their fist. That's a strong defense. Let's see. Ben Shelley, Gary, me and Steve sparred one time. Yeah, we did spar one time. It's like Rocky and Apollo Creed. Nobody knows how it ended. Oh, collaboration with Chris Johnson. Cool. I love those Facebook groups, man. Oh, hey Monkey, what's up? I'm actually just getting off here. I'm being summoned downstairs, so and I ran out of drink. Yeah, people don't realize Bruce Lee edits. I'll just call you Bruce. People don't realize like how difficult it is to work this whole YouTube thing, to how to figure it all out and how to work on thumbnails and tags and all that stuff. There's so much to it. But I've done a large amount of research, and I feel like it's something you have to do when you're running a YouTube channel. I see a lot of people though that kind of have the wrong idea in a lot of those groups about how YouTube works. They get super analytical on small details and they don't look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is catering to your audience. It's like if you're watching a video that somebody put out, you've got to look at it like, is this something that I would watch? Is this something that I would go and search for? Is the thumbnail something I would click on? Is the title something that intrigues me. And then does the video live up to, what was said in the thumbnail and the title? You have to look at it from an outsider's perspective. You can't look at it from your own biased perspective, because for you think all your videos for the most part are good. So it's like, why isn't anybody watching my videos? Well, it's not that your videos are bad. It's just that you might have a super niche audience, or you're just not hitting the right kind of the right thing that people want to see. I can imagine some niches are really hard to work towards, but I just kind of see what works for me, and then I keep improving and keep improving and keep improving, keep listening. Lights Out, I don't know yet. I had him up against Golden Arms, but he didn't really want Golden Arms, and Canadian really wanted Golden Arms, so I'm giving the Canadian to Golden Arms. But I'm going to look and see who else has signed up at the event and try to give him a match. But yeah, Bruce, it's just trying to make stuff that people want to see. Which is hard, because like, if your passion is the videos that you're making, it might not be something that other people really like, but it's something that you really like, and you should do YouTube based on what you like, or else you're going to get sick of it. I genuinely like helping people, putting together fights, editing the videos. Widow's not coming to the scrapyard. No, Big Chief, he's not. But anyway, it's got to be. Sorry, I got off track there a little bit. Yeah, it's really tough to stay happy with what you're doing, because ultimately it's not supposed to be like a job. It's supposed to be like something you really enjoy to do. So, and like I said, I genuinely enjoy doing this, and I feel like I'm getting a lot of people watching now, and it's great. Gee, that was West Coast. Yeah, you're right, man. It was the West Coast event. They were supposed to fight. So I started doing these lives like when our channel first started, because I felt like it was really important to communicate with my audience, get feedback from them, find out what they want or what they don't want. And I don't take everything that my audience says, but I do take things into consideration, and I try to make things work, or I'll try it out. And that's actually led to a lot of our changes and trial and error things. So, but this has been a long one, guys. It's been almost 2 hours. I really appreciate everybody giving us a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already done that. I will do another one of these before the next fights on January 22nd. Hit that bell icon too. That'll notify you whenever we upload a video. Also, it'll tell you when we have a live chat like this one. I'm going to try to do a better job on advertising the Kicken with Chicken live chats, because I feel like the more in advance I let you guys know, the more engaging they are. So really appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody. Kevin from IT, Big Chief, everybody that super chatted me tonight. We got propane for the next event, for sure now. So thanks, everybody. And I will catch you on the next one. See you in the Facebook group. Firechicken out.